It seems to me that this country frames domestic violence as a black and brown problem. I don't think that's true.
Domestic violence does not discriminate based on race, socioeconomic status, educational background. It impacts anyone and everyone. 1 in 4 women, 1 in 7 men will experience severe physical violence in their lifetime. However, we know some communities are disproportionately impacted, and that's important to recognize. And we know that certain communities may have more challenges accessing services. 1 in 3 Latino women report domestic violence. American Indian, Alaska Native women report 4 in 5. So there are certain circumstances where that may be exacerbated.
It's an everybody problem that we all have to be concerned about. So the challenge is, being a professor for 30 years, I really devoted my life to figuring out, well, how do we talk about the similarities across these different groups without erasing the experiences of these marginalized populations? But then how do we talk about the differences without reinforcing the same stereotypes?
But what scares me when I think about this are the women, let's say, in the middle of the country that are living alone with their spouse who owns a gun, who is best friends with the only sheriff in town, and who is completely reliant upon a spouse and is raising young children. That scares me.
You bring up an important point. People in small communities, who are they going to call? Certain places get more attention to domestic violence than others, which is why it's important to talk about it. We know that it is so pervasive and it's often the secret. And yet so many people, when we hear about tragedy happening, say, something told me something was wrong in that relationship and I didn't know what to do.